Okay, what we have here is the new Ryder bag by the brand Sunday Golf. All right, so if you don't know Sunday Golf, they're a somewhat newer company. They have a couple different options of bags. They have two smaller bags, just like a Sunday style. They have kind of a mid-range one. And then what we have here is the full-size bag. So this is going to be the Ryder bag. So this bag here, it's going to be priced somewhere between like $230, $260. I believe it's going to be closer to $230. So it's kind of like middle of the range. There are some bags that are cheaper. There are some bags that are more expensive. So it's going to be somewhere in the middle. All right, so I think it's time to open the box and see what's inside. I don't even know what color it's going to be yet, so it's going to be a surprise. All right, so let's... Okay, so looks like we got a nice blue color here. All right, yeah, that's looking pretty nice here. So probably the most important thing on a bag like this, if you're going to be carrying it, is going to be the weight. So you have it on your back, all your clubs. If you're playing 18 holes, you kind of want something that's going to be somewhat lightweight, especially if you have a bad back. So this bag here, it's going to be kind of middle of the range in terms of like weight. So I just weighed it, and it was just under 5 pounds. So like the typical range of a stand bag is going to be anywhere from like 3 to like 6 pounds. So this is like somewhat in the middle. A lot of like kind of super lightweight bags, they're either going to be smaller, so like smaller on a full-size bag, or they're going to be kind of, somewhat, I don't want to say cheap, but like somewhat maybe flimsy, maybe like the material's thinner, like they're using like plastic on like everything. The material, it's almost like a plasticky material, things like that. So you kind of either have that, or on the other end, you have the heavier bags. So a lot of the heavier bags, most of them are going to be full size. Some of them will have like real leather. Maybe if they're going to have metal straps or like kind of things, like it's built more sturdy normally. So like you kind of need to decide, do I want super lightness? And maybe, I'm not saying like light bags are not good, because a lot of them are, but some of them are a little bit flimsier. On the other end, do you want like a like a heavier duty bag? It's going to be heavier. It might not be ideal for walking 18, but the quality is there. So this one's somewhere in the middle. Now when it comes to like the material of it here, so all the Sunday Golf bags, they all come with a range of different colors. At the time of making this, they haven't released their like color line for this. Obviously I've just seen the blue bag. I'm sure there'll be a black one. There'll probably like gray, like probably a range of different colors. So a lot of bags I've seen, and I do have a newer Cobra bag as well. The material is kind of like it's almost like a smooth, kind of like a thin, almost like plasticky feel. I think that's probably where a lot of bags get their like kind of lightness from. This is more like I don't know if you can hear that. It's more like a fabric. I do think that the fabric probably weighs a bit more than like the plastic material, so that could be part of the reason why you get a bit more weight. But I also do think that this is kind of more of a higher quality material. It seems like it's going to be like quite durable, and it does feel quite nice actually. And then when it comes to the zippers, kind of like your standard zipper, it's got like a little string here with like a plastic cap you can hang on to, so you can you can pull the cap, or you can get your finger in there. And I mean, they feel pretty nice so far. Obviously I need to take more time to see how they do, but from what I can tell here, they seem to be decent. I've like pulled on them quite a bit and whatnot, and just to see like how good they actually are. Obviously you kind of won't know with time, but what I'll do is I do have a written review of this on the website, so I'll leave a link for that down below. I'm going to be using this bag a lot, so I'll update the review, the written review on the site. So if you are interested in this, go check the review. I'll update it to see if if there's something I don't like about it, if we had problems with the zipper, or like any other problems I've seen coming across after using this bag. And then as with any other bag, you have like your carrying bag here, and quality seems quite good to me. It's just another like fabric material. Now one feature I do like about this bag is the base here. So whenever you put the bag down, the base here is actually going to like adjust, and it's going to sit more flat. So as you can see, it's flat there. And then whenever you kind of move it down, it's going to sit a bit more flat as well. So it kind of gives it a bit more balance. A lot of bags, it's kind of just like a fixed position, so it might sit flat there, but then whenever you move it down, like it's still going to be it's not going to bend like this, so it might be a little bit unstable. So this is nice. So whenever you put it down, it's going to be like that. And then whenever you retract it, the bag's going to sit up flat by itself. And a lot of bags, I shouldn't say a lot of bags, some of the bags out there, they actually won't stand straight up and down. Now, one of the biggest issue I have with a lot of bags is like the legs themselves. So like, you know, it's fine here, but you know, whenever you open them, right? And then whenever you pick up the bag, the legs are supposed to retract. Some of the bags, it's like a little flimsy. So like whenever you're walking, these will like bounce up and down and they might not like fully close. So I am kind of glad to see this seems like pretty good. You know, they're not like moving around too much. So that's good, because I've had like a bag where like might like hang down a little bit and then it might dig into your leg or whatever. So it's kind of annoying. So again, I'll update that in the post just to make sure that, you know, that doesn't have any issues, but so far so good. So we'll just walk through the different pockets here. So on the first side here, what we have is kind of like an accessory pocket. So pretty much a pocket here, come with a sticker and a pen as well. That's kind of cool. So we can put in any sort of accessories you might have. Could be like your rangefinder, your watch, one of these sort of things to, you know, adjustment tool, club cleaners, sort of anything like that. So that can go in there. There's a decent amount of space in there. Next we have it's kind of like a mesh pocket here. And this pocket here, I'm not exactly sure, but I put my water bottle in, fits great. Coming over to the front, what we have is the Frosty Pocket. So this here, obviously it's like an insulated pocket here. That's kind of cool. So this is obviously for your drinks. So I'm just curious, let's see how many, you know, cans we can actually fit in there. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's got room for 3 cans. Okay, so that's pretty decent. And then coming to the very front pocket, what we have here is, it's a pretty deep pocket here. Sure, this is for like balls. You know, I'm gonna just put my my golf balls in there. Now, one thing, on the Sunday Golf, the El Camino bag, there's actually like a mesh sort of sleeve here. And I use that sleeve to put my tees. So I have my balls in this pocket and I put my tees there. So this one doesn't come with that. Maybe they'll have to go in there. That might be a little bit inconvenient, but yeah, and actually right here as well, on the other bag, there was like a little, like a tee or pencil holder here. So you could just slip in your tees, and that was kind of helpful as well. So that's kind of interesting. Now on the side here, what we have is, you can see there, smell-proof pocket. So it's not really super big. There's a couple mesh pockets. Like, let's see if this, so that's not gonna fit. Smell-proof, I don't know what you put in there, cigars, smokes, whatever. But I mean, it's kind of handy, I guess, for some. I really don't have a use for that, I don't think, but you can just store random stuff. Then we have our rain jacket. And then we have like a full length, so it goes all the way up to the top, full length pocket. That's kind of where I put my jacket, clothes, you know, shoes if you're traveling, whatever. So I can go in there. It's got a nice amount of room, and oh, it actually does have it. That's nice. So it has a little strip, zipper here. So if you open that, you'll actually get access to inside the bag. That's pretty handy, actually. And, you know, you drop something in the top, you just zip that open, and you can grab it. So I do like that they have that. Some bags don't. So that is a pretty cool feature. And up top, we have air freshener, just a tag here. The final strap is like a fabric-y velour lined. So it's like a smooth and soft, actually. So that's kind of the compartment where you put like your wallet, phone, keys when you're playing. And then when it comes to the top, so you have your 5-way top, kind of nice. Here, it's more like it's not padded too much, but like there's like a covering here. Just kind of like when your clubs are in there and you're walking, they're not like banging on like the side here. Some bags like don't have this, so it's a little bit hard around the outside. So they can get a bit nicked and scratched. Not a huge deal. The pockets they seem to be full length. So each pocket has its own compartment. So like whenever you put your clubs in, if it was just open on the bottom, they'd kind of get all tangled. They might get tangled in like the inside fabric here. So you don't want that. So a couple other features we have. So the first one is going to be an umbrella holder. If you want to carry an umbrella, what you have here is a little strap. And on the bottom here, you have a little loop. So you just stick it in the loop, connect it to the strap, tighten it up, and you can walk around with your umbrella. We also have a Velcro glove holder. So, hit your shot, take off your glove, slap it on there. It's nice because it can dry out. If it's raining, you're sweating a bit, kind of air out there, and then, you don't have to put it in your pocket or whatever. You also have your towel loop on the top, so you can clip on your towel. And the final thing, what we have is our cart strap. So when you have the bag in a cart, your strap will come around here. And rather than just going around the outside, it actually has a compartment here that goes through. So you can put your strap through there and it'll kind of make it more secure. So the El Camino actually didn't have that. So whenever you had it on a cart, sometimes it would twist a little bit. With this, there really shouldn't be any problems. It's going to make it more secure. Now, like other than weight, I'd say the second most important thing in like a carrying bag is going to be like how comfortable it is to carry. So this here comes with a double strap. And if you're going to be carrying a full-size bag, you definitely want a double strap bag. It's going to be so much more comfortable. The padding here seemed like a decent amount of padding. I would say on my Cobra bag, I would say there's a little bit less on the Cobra. So this does have a bit more. So I'm kind of pleased to see that. I think that's always a good thing to have a bit more padding when you're going to be carrying it. But when you are going to be carrying it, and the same with the El Camino bag I got, as soon as you put it on, it balances out quite nicely. Like the bag isn't like tipping over, so like your clubs are falling on or whatever. And if it does, there's always these straps you can adjust to kind of sit right on your back. It's quite comfortable in my opinion to carry. But overall, from what I'm seeing and what I've been able to test and carry myself, I do like the bag. I wouldn't say it's like the most comfortable bag on the market. I also wouldn't say it's the most high quality bag on the market, but I do think the value of what you get for the price, I think is really good. And this is gonna be my kind of go-to bag. I'm gonna be using it for, the next at least few months just to see, just kind of test it out, see what it's like. And, if I do like it, then I'll use it longer. If I don't like it, then I'll probably get another bag, but I'll always keep the review article on our site updated with anything that I like, anything kind of like goes wrong after the first few months. I'll keep that updated. So if you want to see that, go check that out. And then also if you want to go check out the bag, I'll leave a link for Sunday Golf down below. So thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.